Welcome to Champions Code. I'm your host, Kane Swift. Today on Champions Code, what if I told you that the key to unlocking your potential lies not in natural talent, but in the relentless pursuit of a single goal, even when the world doubts you? Today, we dissect the untold story of a sports legend, revealing the shocking sacrifices and personal costs behind his iconic victories, leaving you to question, what price are you willing to pay for greatness? The sweat drips from Tom Brady's face as he stares into the void, his team down 28-3 in Super Bowl LI. Most would call it impossible. Most would give up. But in his eyes burns something different, an almost manic determination that's carried him from seventh-string nobody to the precipice of history. You think you know this story, the greatest quarterback of all time, 7 Super Bowl rings. But what you don't know is the cost of that greatness, the relentless obsession that drove a man past over 198 times in the NFL draft to reshape what we thought possible in professional sports. The question isn't whether you can achieve greatness. The question is, what price are you willing to pay? Picture a scrawny teenager on a winless high school JV team that couldn't score a touchdown. The smell of wet grass and disappointment fills the air as young Tom Brady picks himself up after another crushing hit. His teammates mock his awkward throwing motion. The coaches barely notice him. But while others head home after practice, Brady stays. The rhythmic thud of football against palms echoes across an empty field, hour after hour, day after day. At the University of Michigan, 7th string on the depth chart, 7 quarterbacks deemed better. The fluorescent lights of the film room become his only companion as he studies footage deep into the night while his teammates party. Every morning he's first in the weight room, though his body seems to resist improvement. A 24.5-inch vertical leap at the NFL Combine ranks him among the worst athletes ever tested. Six other quarterbacks chosen before him, every team in the league passing multiple times. The draft analysts laugh at his combine photos, calling him too slow, too weak, too awkward to succeed. But when Brady meets Patriots owner Robert Kraft, he makes a bold declaration. Not arrogance, pure conviction, the kind that comes from thousands of hours of preparation when no one was watching. Fate intervenes in 2001 when star quarterback Drew Bledsoe suffers a devastating injury. Brady steps in, but the doubts follow. A $100 million quarterback replaced by a 6th-round afterthought. The media circles like vultures, waiting for him to fail. Instead, Brady leads the Patriots to their first Super Bowl against the greatest show on turf, Rams, the ultimate underdog story. But even as he hoists that first Lombardi trophy, the whispers persist. System quarterback, game manager, lucky. This is where most stories would end. The overlooked kid proves everyone wrong, wins the big game, rides into the sunset. But for Brady, it's just the beginning. His dedication morphs into something else entirely, something almost frightening in its intensity. He revolutionizes his training, developing the TB12 method that other players mock until they see the results. Every morsel of food is weighed and measured, every minute of sleep optimized, every movement analyzed and refined. While others celebrate victories, Brady studies film of his mistakes, consumed by the pursuit of perfection. In 2008, a catastrophic knee injury threatens to end it all. The sterile walls of the rehabilitation facility become his new arena. While others might have accepted a graceful exit, Brady attacks his recovery with the same maniacal focus. Every excruciating step becomes another rep. Every setback fuels his resolve. You see, this isn't just about football anymore. It's about pushing the boundaries of human potential. What happens when someone refuses to accept conventional limitations, when they're willing to sacrifice everything else in pursuit of their mission? If you're enjoying Champions Code, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Champion's Edge. Learn the elite mindset of warriors like Jordan and Phelps to intelligently outperform. Now, back to the episode. Back to that moment in Super Bowl LI, down 28-3 to the Atlanta Falcons, the largest deficit ever faced in Super Bowl history. The commentators have written the obituary for Brady's career. Too old, too far behind, impossible odds. But in Brady's eyes, you see something different. The same fire that kept him throwing passes alone after high school practice. The same determination that drove him through countless pre-dawn workouts. The same obsession that turned a 6th-round draft pick into a legend. What follows is the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. Each play a testament to thousands of hours of preparation. Each throw a middle finger to everyone who said it couldn't be done. But greatness demands payment. The Deflategate scandal brings accusations and scrutiny. The media circus questions his integrity. His marriage to supermodel Gisele Bündchen crumbles under the weight of his singular focus. Yet even as his personal life fractures, Brady achieves what seemed impossible. 7 Super Bowl victories, more than any single franchise in NFL history. Playing at an elite level into his mid-40s when most quarterbacks are long retired. But this isn't just about football records or championship rings. It's about what happens when someone refuses to accept the limitations others place upon them, when they're willing to pay any price to achieve what others deemed impossible. So here's your question. What's your version of being the 199th pick? What dream have others told you was impossible? What goal seems too far out of reach? Because the real lesson of Tom Brady isn't about natural talent or lucky breaks. It's about the power of relentless determination, the willingness to stay on that practice field when everyone else has gone home, to study film while others party, to push through rehabilitation when others would quit. But remember, this path comes with a price. The same obsession that drives greatness can consume everything else. You must decide, what price are you willing to pay for your dreams? What sacrifices are you prepared to make? The choice, as always, is yours. But know this, somewhere out there, someone is putting in the work while others sleep. Someone is pushing past their limitations while others accept them. Someone is proving the doubters wrong. Will it be you? The sweat continues to drip from Brady's face in that Super Bowl moment. But now you understand what you're really seeing. Not just determination or competitive fire, but the physical manifestation of a choice made thousands of times over decades. The choice to be great, whatever the cost. What choice will you make today? On the next episode of Champions Code, imagine if the relentless pursuit of greatness could ignite a flame far beyond the football field. After witnessing Tom Brady's extraordinary journey, you've seen what unyielding dedication can accomplish. But what happens when that fire burns against the backdrop of racial injustice? What if our next hero chose to let his actions off the field be just as definitive as those on it? Join us later this week to meet Jim Brown, a man who refused to be defined by his sport or his time, and discover how his defiance shaped not only his legacy, but the very fabric of American culture. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code, or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Champion's Edge. 7 days, 7 champion habits. Train your mind like an Olympian and outmaneuver competitors while putting in less effort. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/cc. Thanks for watching.